Leo, me little lions, me little pussy lovers, how you doing? Someone could be pussy galore, or someone's got a Gloria, glorious. Someone could have a giant cat. Put it that way. Someone's got a giant cat, maybe. I mean, I'm on about a cat, Leo, or a dog. You got a big dog or a big cat? Who knows? You could even have a big nose. Who knows? Anyway, Leo, how you doing, guys? So don't forget, I read in numerology, which means that Leo and Aquarius are both 8s. Major Arcana 8s. The Star and Strength card are 8s. So you can watch it as a Life Path 8, a Leo, or an Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, doesn't matter. You'll find relative energy there, okay? It really does work. If you've been following me for a while, you obviously already know. Please make sure that you smash that like button, leave a comment, and try to watch the film all the way through. I am here, Steve, for your entertainment. So Robbie, Robin, could be dealing with a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian trying to rob you or come back into your life or move. I don't know. I'm picking up very strange energy around Cancerian Life Path 7. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay, Enema, Emma, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Right, let's see. Leo, let's move on. CC, you alright, CC? But Leo, but I love big butts and I cannot lie. Someone's got a nice butt or a nice bum, a nice butt. Okay, let's see. Leo, what have they got coming up for the next 48 hours? This 48-hour reading, Leo. For the next 48 hours, Leo, what can they expect, Leo? Someone at a distance, distancing yourself from the past and trying to, some sort of athlete runner. I'm hearing athlete's foot or some sort of like, I don't know, athlete or itchy foot or I don't know, you could have something that's itching quite a lot. I'm just hearing itching. It could be thrush, who knows, but it could be athlete's foot. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but I'm hearing Russia or thrush or athlete's foot or something that's itching. Okay, but anybody else ever had that from the fall? Sorry guys, it's just kind of like what I'm hearing here. Okay, so yeah, you might have something that's itching or a burning desire or something's burning. Is it your food or something that feels like it's really hot and burning? I don't know. Bernard, Brian, Beth. Anyway, you could be trying to get the interest of someone that is at a distance, okay? Meaning that they don't live more than likely in the same country. Some of you might be considering going abroad or going on holiday for a little while or just having a break away, okay? But if you are communicating with someone, the chances are they don't live next door, okay? So you would need to travel in order to be able to see, well, you would need to communicate via messaging or some sort of like, I don't know, FaceTime energy, but they would be at a distance if you're communicating with someone. Long distance relationships work out, right? Here. But there's a long distance energy. Let's see. Leo. What's going on with Leo for the next 48? For Leo, next 48 energy. So you got the death card. So something is ended and you have gone your separate ways. If you have gone your separate way, it's there. But there is a new beginning for someone if they want to, but is this person already contacting their ex? Because this is also married, an old relationship, something that's trying to stop me from doing it, okay? So that might be a lot of you guys that are kind of like, but my ex keeps stopping me from moving forward. Well, then block your ex, okay? I don't want to go over this again because I think I grilled a few people. Jen, Julia, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Ask yourselves, what is love? Okay. Is love something that hurts? Ask yourself that, Leo. Does love hurt? Okay. So if love hurts, then why are you hurt if someone's ended something? Okay. So if you end things, why would that hurt if that was love? Because love doesn't hurt, right? Love doesn't end. Okay. It's something that is there that love, like, it changes instantly like that. Okay. It's always like good or it's bad or it's good or it's bad. But if you are in love with someone and it hurts, that's not love, right? That isn't love if you're in love with someone and you're not together and it hurts you. That's not love, right? Okay, because if it was love, you'd be okay of letting something go, right? Because you can't fall in and out of love. Like this is falling in love with you. You might be falling in love with a new person, or they might be. But wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. Someone can't help but fall in love with someone. But I think one of these people here might be falling in and out of love with someone else. It's weird. I don't know where the message is coming from. Let's see. Or this person's a widow. Okay. Let's see. Leo. What's going on with Leo for the next 48 hours, please? As the river flows gently to the sea, darling, it was meant to be. Well, it could be meant to be because it's destiny. You are my destiny. So someone here has definitely got a feeling and a vibe for someone. But the trouble is, I just don't know if 100% there is a commitment here. The Fool means that I might be communicating with someone at a distance, but the Death card means that someone could be grieving over the loss of a relationship or a person. And I'm kind of going through that. Because if someone is still contacting a karmic person, karma doesn't hurt. Dharma is great, unless your name's Jeffrey. Jeff, my name is Jeff, or Steph. You're right, Steph and Jeff. Stephanger. Right? But like, if you're still going through an ending, okay, convincing yourself that you're actually not in love, that normally means that I'm okay with anybody being with anyone else because it doesn't matter. Not the fact that they run off with the next door neighbour or that they did this to me or, you know, we fell out of love and we're going to play a game of like kiss chase and hit and Steve's headbutt crunch. We're not going to go through all of those kind of situations because I don't love you. And if I didn't love you, I wouldn't mind who that you're with or if you're with someone else. I wouldn't mind. Okay. Trust me, that is what love is the fact that I'm not in love with you so you can be with who you want because I'm not in love. Not in love. And don't forget it. It's just the simple things I'm going through. So it's just a phase. Okay, it's a phase that I'm going through. Unless you're listening to Queens of the Stone Age in the fade. Fading out. Fading to black and white. What is that? That's a song, right? Fading to black and white. I forget. Fading to black and white. Michael Jackson. Let's see. Leo. What's Leo got coming up? Sorry, I'm half trying to listen for signs of anything that's coming up. And I'm not getting it. Like, I'm not getting any messages for you. So, I haven't got anything for you. Something is just not happening, Leo. Like, it just seems boring, if I'm honest. Boring. The old man is snoring. Okay. Someone's just bored. Frustrated, maybe. Not knowing what's going to happen. Like, the Wheel of Fortune can be next. Okay, what is going to happen next? Meaning that if someone is here, like myself, but is here looking for like a new connection, it's kind of like sitting there thinking, what comes next? Okay, is there another person out there for me that's going to be approaching me? Okay, so it's kind of like that energy. What comes next? What comes first, the chicken or the egg? Okay, some of you might have an allergic reaction like myself to eggs. Okay, you not noticed that my eyes gone a little bit funny and dry here? Could be eggs. I don't know, but let's see. It could be thrush of the eye. I don't know. I've got an eye infection. That's fungal, right? It doesn't itch that well. It does itch. I've got a really itchy eye here, and it itches like hell. Okay, and I don't know what it is. So that could be the itch. It could be thrush of the eye. I don't know. I don't really know anything about thrush. Isn't that where you get it? Like, oh, I don't know. Let's just move on. Do you really talk about these things publicly? Well, I don't know, Leo. I've got an itchy eye, all right, here. Some of you could have an itchy third eye, okay? Let's see. Leo. Where are you, Leo? I can't seem to feel you. Like, I can't seem to sense that you're around. The sense that makes none, Libra. 3, Pisces. I don't even see any communication here. I can't make a tail of it. Like, I can't. Is it a dragon chasing its tail? Leo, what's coming up for Leo? Give me some signs of life here, because I'm just seeing some, like, feeling dead. Like, just like, dead inside. Muse, Melissa Maria, Michael Jackson. But like, Muse, dead inside. Boom. Okay. I feel dead inside. Something inside me died. Really? Did someone lose a baby or a child or something here? Because I feel like dead inside. feel like I've been turned over. Okay, Leo. So here we go. Past, present, or future? Yes, no, or go? Okay, so if you guys have been through this time and time and time and time again, where you're split up, get back together, split up, reconcile, get back together, split up, get back together, no, yeah, kind of, sort of, no, don't know. Do you love the person? Because if you loved them, you wouldn't keep splitting up. If you kept splitting up, that's not love. That's where you've destroyed each other. You've set out to literally destroy each other, where you just keep ending things and ending things and ending things, that your name might as well be Jim Morrison, waiting for a blue bus, right? So Jim, John, Julian, Justin, Justin, but like either way, right? If you keep reconciling and keep going through, it becomes what? Stupid, pointless, because it's either yes or no, okay? But it's kind of like, do you want to reconcile and try again? How many times have you tried? How many times have you tried and then failed? So when you look at love, okay, does love hurt? Because if it hurts, then it's love, because you can be in denial, thinking that I'm still in love. But if you were in love, why would you keep ending and going back and ending and going back and ending and going back? Why would you keep doing that? Okay. Love isn't supposed to hurt, okay? But if it does, that means that people here are not over their ex. If they keep communicating with an ex, that means that they haven't let it go. They're not prepared to move on from someone, because these are where people are like, oh my God, but my ex keeps coming back. Right? Well, like I've said in 2 readings where this card has come up, okay, if you are in fear of your life and someone does not stop asking when they've been told no, because this is yes or no, okay, so if someone from the past is constantly asking and asking and asking, that is called harassment. That's where another human being harasses another one to make them say yes when they don't want to. So that is against the law. That is harassment, right? So if you do not welcome new people into your life and you're still hooked up on your ex, that isn't love, right? Okay, because you would be together. You wouldn't actually split up if you were in love. Okay, so when exes come back and people start fearing that my ex is going to come back, or hearing that my ex has come back, and they freak out and they're like, I don't want my ex back. Well, then why is this still open for a chance to maybe talk to an old situation? Meaning that you haven't blocked the person out. Okay. Meaning that you probably still have their phone numbers, or you've still got, like, I don't know, like Facebook open. But like I said, why would you worry that a person come back if you're not in love with them? Why would you worry? Okay. So, you know, grieving and getting over things, there are certain period of times that do need that. But people that go through these time and time and time and time and time after time, okay, like Bonnie Tyler, okay, or Tyler's Tara, or Tanya, or Tyler, but like that go through it constantly, all the time, Lee, or Laura, or Lucifer, or Capricorn, okay, soon you have to think, okay, if there was loads of food in front of me and I was on a diet, would that wind me up? Of course it would. I wouldn't be able to diet. So cross-watching for partners, what they're doing, I need to hear, I need to listen to what they're probably planning on doing, okay? But like, you know, that can be that kind of situation. But that can also be worrying, the fact that someone may or may not come back, okay? So, like I said, if there is someone that persists to force, or that is in the armed forces or the army, okay, if they persist, then you've not done anything by stopping that person from contacting you. And I don't want to hear even that, well, we got children. That doesn't matter. You can still put up boundaries with a person to say that they can't come to the house. They can't come to the home. Okay, why can't you do that? If a person that people keep saying, yeah, but they're narcissistic, then why have you not put someone up on charges? Okay, why have you not put down and told the law, look, this person keeps harassing me? Okay, why have you not gone through all your public profiles and still have their numbers and still leaving it open, the fact that they can contact you? Because if you've gone through all those procedures, if you've gone through the procedures of blocking that person out so there's no way that they can contact someone. So, like I said, if you haven't done that, well, then you need to do it if you're worried about it. And if you kind of constantly be reminded by a person that keeps messaging you, all they're doing is stopping you from moving on, or this person. stopping you from moving on because they keep contacting you. So like, ask yourself, why have you not blocked them? Why are you bothered? Why do people say, oh my God, my ex is really bothering me and everything else? Right. It's because you do not love the person. You don't love them. Okay. Because if you did, and that was true signs of love, you wouldn't have split up in the first place. Okay. If people run off to other people and they go off to other women or men, and then they come back, and then they go away, and then they come back. Okay. You have to stop a person physically from contacting you if you don't want that. If you don't want it. Meaning that if they contact you, you either have to say, yeah, okay, I'm okay with speaking. Or you have to say, no, I don't want to. And then that other person has to take that as true. You said no, great, there you go, there's your answer, no. If they don't, and they keep trying again, then you need to tell them, if you contact me once more, I'm going to block you completely and utterly. If you try and find another way of doing that again after that, I will put you up on charges for harassment. Now, that's if this is a bad situation. I'm just letting you guys know to try and help you out with the amount of times that people keep telling me all the time, I'm worried about my ex coming back. I'm worried the fact that my ex stops me from moving on with my life. Why are you communicating with them then? Why are you bothered that they went off with another woman or man? Because I loved them, so you're not in love with them anymore then. So why are you bothered? Why are you bothered? If a man or a woman goes off with someone else because they're not in love anymore with you, okay, why does that hurt the fact that they did that? Because you're in love with them, but it's not equal. It's not given back. So why would you want them back? Right? Because you're worried about what? Change? People don't. Leopards don't change their spots. People do not change. Feelings are things that change daily, within a millisecond. Okay? People are not equal. Equal means same. Equality means the same. We are not the same. We are not. Men are not the same. Not all men are the same. Not all women are the same. No matter how many you've met or been with, not all men or women are the same. Even men do not get on, or women, because they're not the same. Okay, so when you judge people and you think, oh, you're all the same, all men are the same, all women are the same, they all do the same. It's not possible for every person to do the same. Sam, right here, Sailor, Taylor, Tyler. So this is, I'm going through changes. Might be someone in Australia, Ozzy Osbourne. I'm going through changes. Or is it someone that I'm going through changing my mind all the time? I want you, then I don't want you, and then I want you, and then I don't want you, and then I want you the way I want you, but not the way you want me. That's a confusing riddle that no fucker wants to figure out, right? Flaky energy. Meaning that if someone new doesn't commit, it's because they're still in love with their ex. Because they're pretty much trying to keep them out, which means they're still in love with them. Because they're in denial that they are. Because if that person kept coming back, it really wouldn't bother them. It wouldn't bother them. Because if the person persisted, they would just block the person and then put them up on charges, not bothered about them. Taking steps towards so, procedure towards doing so. Actions. Taking them. Okay. But people, a lot of the time, they're like, no, I don't want them back, but I'm just going to leave the lines of communication open. Why would you do that? Why would you leave a possibility of being able to contact someone that you don't want to hear from? Okay. That's only if you guys are fucking bothered about all of that stuff. But like I said, if someone's gone, they're probably gone. They probably have gone. Probably never coming back. You know, here. Leo. What's going on with Leo for the next 48? So you got the Queen of Swords, Leo. Someone here is still dealing with an ex, I believe. Still just dealing with an ex, third party energy, okay. Still trying to get over it or not get over it, wondering if someone's ever going to come back. Is any or are they not going to come back, or will they come back, or won't they come back? You know, like I said, if you want people, go back into their life, goddammit, if you want them. and you're watching, go back into their life. You know, but don't keep going in, out their life, in, out, then in, then in, then out. You're going to have to put your foot down and say yes or no. No, okay, bang, done, forever, gone. Completely blocked, move on with my life. Straight up, £2 off the shoulder, stop, keep going over it. Okay. Queen of Swords. Okay. Learn about being discerning. Assert yourself. Okay. In the correct manner. Okay. We all know, and I don't want to keep going on about it, but my ex was a Leo. We got on great. We got on brilliant, but we fell out of love. Why? Because we tried 35 times. It never worked. So it wasn't really love, was it? It was more about companionship. Everybody needs companionship, and people can get bored. And they can keep trying and trying. The convincing energy is, I'm not seeing anyone. Are you? I'm kind of a little bit. So do you want to try again and then try again? But you realise that after a while, ours was every 3 days because we made a life path 5 and 7, which makes a 3. Me and a Leo. Okay. Nothing against Leos. I think y'all are great. I really do. Nothing against my ex. But eventually you have to realise, okay, and you have to think, this has never worked out no matter how many times. So what do I need to learn? Detachment, to detach. Okay, to think, well, I'm not in love with that person anymore, so I'm not hurting because I've granted my wish that the person would move on with their life to find someone that suits them. Obviously, why can people not, like, I don't know. I mean, you can be in certain elements of denial, right? When you finally come to the realisation, you're like, oh, okay, when I really think about what love is, does it hurt or does it, like, you know, what does it normally do? Split up all the time and argue and fucking bicker and get argumentative, worrying about each other, fearing your soulmate. Okay, so when you go through certain things, you kind of realise, okay, that I'm not in love. So I actually grant you that you can actually go off and meet someone else, because if the amount of complaints that have driven people to the point of breakup that many times, okay, you're obviously to the point where you can't be yourself, so you can't satisfy the other person. No matter what you do, you can't satisfy their need. They need more than what you can provide them, right? They need that. Okay, so if the other person constantly is like, man, we're going through this again. I cannot seem to satisfy what you're needing from me. I can't give you that. It's not blood from a stone. So eventually you have to think, okay, so if you're constantly wanting stuff from me and I can't give you that, well, then you need to obviously find a person that can give you that, right? So you're like, I'm fine with you doing that. Okay? So, like, that stops these scenarios, because in your mind you're kind of like, actually, I feel so much better knowing that I don't have to put up with those situations anymore about fearing. Like, when you're in a bad relationship that's very karmic, how many of you out there have actually feared around your soulmate's temper, about the inevitable happening again, about the bickering and the arguing and the possible very confused sleepless nights, not being able to get them off your mind and not being able to, like, worry about whether they're going to come back or reach out, or when are they going to say something or when are they not going to say something, and how do I not know what they're doing unless they're speaking. When you're in very bad karmic situations of those, is that good or is that bad? Okay, so if the majority of you have said, yes, Steve, that's a bad scenario to be in, so then why would you want to get back with an ex? Why would you be worried? If the feeling being with them is that bad, why are you even worried about it? You might not be. But your reading here at the moment isn't making a lick of sense here. Okay. So let's see, Leo. And like I said, this is probably because some of you, or one of them, or even if there's a third party, they keep being contacted by their ex. Their ex keeps contacting them. So why have they not put a stop to that? Why? They might not want a relationship. Your reading could just be about, yeah, Steve, I constantly deal with this dickhead all the time. Good. There's your life, right? But like, you know, for any of you are kind of like, you know, that you're dealing with someone, they're just constantly and utterly all the time possibly leaving the communication open where their ex can communicate with them. So they do what? Remember, this is about past, present, future. It's memory, okay? Memory, karmic memory. Memories, I've gone through this in a teaching segment about karma is physically a memory. It's a memory, okay? Comes back around all the time. Give it a day or so and we're thinking about the past. Give it a couple of seconds and we're talking and acting like we are from the past all the time, okay? So karma means past energy, okay? trauma, can't get over it, constantly thinking about the argument, constantly worrying whether they're coming back or not, constantly worrying about how should I have boundaries, you know, who's my next person, is it going to be my ex or not being able to make decisive, clear decisions. Karmic energy, repetitive, over and over, right? So you kind of go through that and you go through that, right? So is that karma or is that dharma? Is it bad or is it good? Okay, so why is one of these people still open to maybe still being wound up by a person that they don't want in their life, that they have to keep cutting off? It's because they possibly haven't blocked the person. You guys do know, like, social media and stuff like that, right? You can block phone numbers, emails, stuff like that. And if you are in fear of your life for doing it, then why do people not take out an harassment charge by a man or a woman to say that if you're not going to listen to me, then I need to do something about it myself, put my foot down and tell people, stop contacting me. If you do, I shall get the police involved. But the majority of you here, or this person actually wants it because they're in denial. They actually want it, because if they didn't, they wouldn't be worried, or they wouldn't possibly be contacted by them, because they want them to. But they're probably going to be very angry, saying, no, I fucking don't. Well, then why have you not done anything about it? Yeah, right. Because this is all I can really pick up for you, Leo. Next 48 hours for Leo. Ace of Swords and the Tower. Whew. Year 7, right? What did Stevie say when it comes to year 7? Prices of electric going up, doubling. Okay, gas, heating, electric, doubled in price. Petrol, double in price. The economy, crashing. Things getting very difficult. People can't afford shit. Okay, finding it very difficult to live on one's own. Having an awakening, having breakups. How many times do you want to go through a breakup with the same person if you are? Because if you have, you're just getting over it. This is one of you. Well, I always believe if one ends it, okay, the one's like, right, I'm equivalently fucking had enough. I've had enough, I've gone my own way, right? They don't love the person that they've split up with, right? Because they end this. The person that ends something is Jim Morrison, right? This is the end, beautiful friend. It's the end of a friendship. You can't remain friends with people when you've had relationships. When you've had a relationship, tried it, been there, t-shirt, rip it off if I had nice chest, but I haven't. So I rip it off, throw it away, you know, tried it. How many times? Probably about 10, right? Trying to remain friends with ex-lovers. Think, well, we could just do that. But if one of you has feelings and the other one doesn't, you end up being coached and talked into going back. Okay, because I'm going through something, blah, blah, blah. I can't handle it. I really need to talk to you. All that sort of stuff, right? Before you know it, you end up in bed, or you end up like sleeping with one another, or you end up like, should we go out on a date? And then you think, oh, I'm getting used to your company again. Right? Right? So you have to make clear, decisive decisions. Friends can't really be lovers, and ex-lovers can't really be friends. Okay? Because, well, I mean, I don't know, depending on the circumstance that you're in here. Because either way, even if you're friends, one of you is still more than likely bothered about your ex. Okay? Bothered about the ex energy. Okay? Because like I said, this is fearing someone's temper. Worried the fact that they're going to have a go at someone. That they're going to flip out, standing on eggshells around someone. So if you're with this person, please ask yourself why. Okay? And if you're not with this person, then please ask me why you're worried the fact that you guys are not together here. Right? Because this is normally look, there's a chance to rebuild this if you want to. Right? There's a chance that we can kind of work this out. I know we can. What's that? By being friends? Have we tried that? If your answer is yeah, no. Right? Because, I mean, if I'm honest, this reading that I'm kind of got here, there is nothing here that's really representing talking, apart from this. It's an open chance too. This can mean communication comes in, but this is spatting and having a go at one another about what went wrong. Trying to figure out and think, okay, so if it went wrong all of these times, what do we do this time different? Nothing, because people don't change. When you're in a relationship that's failed that many times, you come and think, hold on a minute, the fuck am I in life? Okay, has anybody, either of us, changed for one another other than momentarily? We've got back together, it seems great, we've changed, brilliant. But when has it gone back to being the same? Very quick. Very quick. Because you believe that tarot means, well, you're going through transformation. Bullshit. Okay. I've got this 3 times in my chart, so I know about change. Okay. People don't. Leopards do not change their spots. So what convinces you is, oh, let's try again. Things might change in the future. No. Not when you're with someone. Okay. Because you've experienced the with someone. People are different with other people. Like I said, no one's the same. So people are different with other people. They're just, like I said, with some people that they're with, they equivalently do not get on, Dave. They don't. And they go through it, and they go through it, and they go through it, and they try, and they try, and they try, realising, well, fucking I'm not changing for you, and you're not changing for me. You want to do this, I want to do that. We're miles apart on a different planet, right? So the more you go through that, you go through it and realise, why am I doing this? Why am I actually doing it? Do I love this person enough to want to try again of something that never changed before, that actually never changes again? Or do I get convinced to do that because of the communication that may come in from them to say that there could be an open discussion if you wanted to? But like I said, you both have to say yes, both of you. If one says no, well, then one has to respect the other one's respect, to give the other one enough respect to say, look, I'm sorry, but my answer's no. Because if you keep forcing a person for an answer of yes that's given you no, that's harassment. That's harassing someone, okay? Making them have a breakdown, making them fear the fact that someone might come back into their life. If any of you guys out there, Tom, Dick or Harry, I don't care, if you are that fearful of people in your life, then you need to completely and utterly go through your social media, okay, find their names and block them if you're worried that they might reach out to you. Find their phone number, block it. Have everything on social media, like if you've got Facebook, okay, non-public stuff. This is my name and it's all private. And the only people that are accepted in are the people that I've accepted in and granted access to my stuff. Okay, anyone other than that is out. It's private. So no matter who sends stuff from past, isn't going to matter because they're not going to see anything. Stop posting things up on social media that is publicly seen by a person that you might worry or not worry that they may or may not see it. Stop posting things that are public. If you know that person's on social media and you know that they might see it, leave it as private. People go through these circumstances so many times, okay, mainly around social media, that they worry, or they like try to provoke an ex, or they try to provoke a narc. They're still on social media. If I just post something, they might start noticing me again. You could be provoking a narc. You don't want to do that. Okay, you don't, Dave, you don't. You do not want to post things publicly out to people when it's on like Facebook or Instagram or anywhere like that, where exes are still maybe looking at that to wind them up. Because that's devious behaviour. That's, I'm doing it for a purpose to get you to see me when I don't want you to see me. Right? I've seen people do it a lot when it comes to like very strange awakening fucking karmic situations. They just post things up hoping that someone might see it. And they don't know whether they are or not, or they know that they are, and they wind the person up. And it's teasing or winding, you know. Because I can't think of what other scenario this must be, Leo. So you've got a Queen of Pentacles here. You got a new person. Go for the new person. Top two cards. Top, middle, or bottom. Past? No. Move on. And the other person. Move on. It's not going to work out. New person? Yes. Spread your wings and fly away. Experience life with new people. Please. Okay. Okay. Honestly, and that's everybody. Okay. When you go for experiences that are like this, you're better off finding someone new because your experience is like, oh, this is new. Okay, this is really new. The best times in a relationship is when you first get to know someone. When you first get to know a new person in your life, It brings so much pleasure and joy to actually like someone that likes you back, and that is brilliant. That's the essence of a relationship, is those beginning moments when you're feeling like, oh, I really want to get to know this new person. I hope that they want to get to know me. And their answer is yes, and you meet that energy. That is better than an actual relationship. Okay, getting to know. So it pulls you from all of this energy here. It makes you focus on the future instead of the past. But there are certain steps that people need to do in order to be able to do that. Is to be willing to focus on something in the future, and then also make sure that they go through procedures and steps to block out exes communicating with them. Because then their mind suddenly goes back to their past, and they suddenly have a tower moment where they flip out and they have like a very down moment. Okay. Oh, I don't want to speak to anyone because I'm feeling very down. I don't want to go out. I don't really want to do anything because my ex has just wound me up to the point where I'm fucking really angry now. But like, ask yourselves, why are those lines of communication possibly open for them to do that? Because like I said, this could still be possible signs of reconciliation if you both wanted it. Or this can be someone new if you move on. Yvonne, Evie, Steve, okay? But it's up to you guys, because that's all I can give you. Sorry, because that is literally like... that is literally what you've got here. Well, you've got the King of Pentacles under the deck. Yeah, the Queen here. So yeah, I'm only doing 48 hours, next 48 hour readings for YouTube. Okay. Now, if you want, because I believe that energy and messages change daily compared to your actions. If your actions are changing and you're motivated towards new people, your readings will change. Okay. If you're going towards things, if you're staying stuck and you're not doing anything and you're constantly nagged off by exes, your readings will more than momentarily stay the same. Okay, so in order to moat yourself with energy that changes, it changes when you start acting upon them. Okay, you'll pick up different messages, definitely the way I do it on Patreon. Now, Patreon is open and the join button is open below. If you just give me 1 minute to explain. Your weekly readings are always done a day or 2 days, maybe 3 sometimes, beforehand of anything that comes out on here, but you will not really get weeklies on here. Next 48 hours, but the weekly readings where the camera is focused on the table and you can see the cards, and I tell you all about love, money, exes, new people, future people, what the past and the future are dealing with whilst dealing with someone else. Okay, because we look right into it. That's what you get over on Patreon. Silver and gold tier, but the gold tier gives you teaching stuff. Okay, so that's your weeklies and everything else that come out over there before here, and if it is here, it's next 48. The join button is also now available. That is $2 or $3, I believe it is. It's the cheapest I can get it. What you get for that over there is I have just literally posted something to everybody that is on there and said, please leave your questions and your name and the other person's name if you want something answering involving, okay, my name is Sarah and I want something to know about someone else. Okay, this is my name, that's their name, this is my question. Okay, and I post things and let you all guys leave it. Okay, and then I make a video. Okay, this is your 4 readings. Give you your names. There you go. That's your answer. And then we go on to the next lot if there are more. Or I just do it all in one video with your names in the title. That's all what you get over on the join button. But what you also get on the join button is things that you will not also be able to have on Patreon. They will not be star sign specific and they will not be weekly readings. It might be, say, a weekly story of something that's kind of coming up just for the energy of the people that are on there. The longer you're on there, the longer I'll pick up your story. So we go through a general story. This is pretty much what's happening. If there are like Cancer, Pisces, blah, blah, blah. If you're dealing with the Pisces, this is what they're going through. You're going through, blah, blah, blah. And we do those. And then I change it up and give you loads of secret little kind of like readings for people that are on the join button there. Okay. So it's really helping me out if you guys can join one or the other, but I'm hoping Patreon or both. Hopefully you can afford both. Right, but either way, all links are provided below. This has been your next 48 hours, Leo, and I will see you very soon.